Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to another episode of What Has She Got on Her Desk Today? Well, today I've got my travel kit that I'm going to take for my sew stitching, and I'm still trying to decide which little bits to pack in, but I've mainly got it together. So first of all, let me show you what it is I'm doing. So I don't know if you remember this boy that I made. Let's take that out. I made first of all, when I was doing my bit of slow stitching, making a journal wrap, which is what I wanted to make, and this is said journal wrap. Now this time I am also making another journal wrap because I want to get another of the same size concertina sketchbooks that I want this to go around, and so to that end I have started on the middle bit, which is this bit that goes on the inside. I was getting that bit done first so that I can then stitch it onto the bit when it's finished. But if I get this one done, then that will be all well and good. I'm going a different way with the stitching this time, just as a way of contrast, because this one went down like that and this one's going to go across like that. And I've been using this pearl thread. I think it's an Anchor one, a variegated pearl thread. Quite a thick pearl, but it still works really nicely on this, and I like all the different colours in that we're getting on here. So yeah, so that's a piece of what do they call it, foam, wadding, that's the word. Piece of wadding that goes there. Then obviously I do that to the size of the piece that I want. So I want it to be that size, so my wadding is exactly that size, and then I will fold these bits around and stitch them, etc. Not too worried about these end bits because things are going to happen to that at some point anyway. So that's how far I've got with that. And I have also put my top pieces together. So I had a lot of fun last night picking out the bits that I want on the front of my piece. So it's going to be like this. So basically I've got my base felt, which acts like a wadding really, and it's nice to stitch into, so I like that. So I've got a base of that, even though this won't show, it's just nice to stitch into, and I did match it up just in case for whatever reason it did show through, but it won't anyway. So I've got a few bits out of the Bazaar scrap bag that I got, that Annie Claxton recommended, the shop of Bazaar, and I got, if I have shown you the ones, I might not have shown you all of the ones I've got, but I got a purple scrap bag selection. There are videos, if they haven't come out already, they will be coming out. They're in the works, so they're somewhere scheduled to show you, but I can't remember whether you'll have seen them all before you see this. Anyway, doesn't really matter. So I picked out some of those from the purple bag. That one, some of these bits, that definite bit came from the scrap bag as well. Then mixed in with some of the ones that I already had, some fabrics I already had, and it was on a base of like a blue. I use this as a base. I used this as a base for the other one as well, and I had some left over, so I thought I'm going to use that. So we're going to do a similar thing to what I did with this one, which is kind of stitch across it, or maybe down it for this one. I don't know. I might go down for a change. And then around each of the pieces to secure everything in. I've got some odd scraps of fabric that I'm taking with me to do the little circly bits and bits of felt and all the little doodads that go on there, and that's coming with me as well. I've got a couple of buttons to go on there. I haven't got an enclosure, a closure yet, but what I'm going to do is when I stitch it together, I'm going to leave a gap so I can pop something in there. So I'm really all set for going away and doing some lovely stitching. Now, let me have a look. So I'm taking this with me so that I can finish off that bit. So that's going to go with me, and I'll probably have a little bit left over as well to do other things with. But what I wanted to show you also was my stitching little kit that I've got going on here. So it's one of my little pencil cases, and I thought this would come in really handy. So up top here I've got a pair of little embroidery scissors. These I think are plain safe because they don't have blades of 6 inches. I think that's the rule. They've got to be under 6 inches. So there's a really tiny little embroidery scissors. Then in this part of the pencil case, I'm taking my beautiful metallic threads. These are the Diamante, the DMC Diamante metallic threads. I know metallic threads can be problematic, but I do like a little bit of metal. A little bit of metal in there. And then I've got a little pot here with some sequins and beads in, all mixed up, and a couple of buttons in there as well. So that's what I've got in there. I won't use all of them probably, but I will take a selection because I don't know what I'm going to want yet. So those are coming with me. I have got a variegated thread. This is an Anchor one, and this is 01360 if you wanted to know the number of that, because it's got a nice variety of colours that will match in with different things. I've got an unknown thread that is like a black pearlescent thread that I'm going to take with me. I have got a couple of these, 4 of these Anchor pearl cottons that I am taking also. And my favourite thing popped through the door this morning, so I had to take all of them. And it's the, I don't know if you watch Kate from the Kate Jackson from Slow Stitching. Sorry, The Last Homely House. So this is her Slow Stitching Aurifil pack. She's just recently released this, and I bought it because I love her work, and she uses this all the time for her slow stitching because it's a nice thick cotton that is very similar to like the weight of the pearl thread as well, and in all my favourite colours. So look at these beauties. Look at these, they are just glorious. A couple of lovely greens there, a couple of nice blues, different blues, and these are the threads that she uses all the time, and they're kind of my colours also. So so yes, if you want to pop along to see Kate's YouTube, all the details there, all the socials are there. So there's Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, and a website as well, which has her shop. And that's Kate, who's a lovely, lovely lady. And I really, really appreciate the fact that she's put together this lovely set of colours. One thing I'm not going to take with me is this one. I don't think I'm going to need it, but it is a very, very useful thread, because this one is like, when you're doing quilting or anything, this is a disappearing thread. It's not magic or anything, but what happens is that it matches into whatever you're stitching, and it kind of blends in with everything. So she's included that one. And the other one that she included was this beauty, which is like a variegated Aurifil colour. These are all 12, Aurifil 12. This one is a 50 weight, so it's a thinner thread. And I don't think I'm going to need that when I'm doing my thing. So that, all those, so 9 of those are coming with me. There's 10 in the set, obviously, with the one I've left out. So those are coming. Then I thought, when I want to stitch things together, I need to be able to clip. I don't want to take pins with me. And so I'm taking these beautiful little clips that I use, the quilt clips. I use these on all my sewing now. I never bother with pins, hardly ever, and use these for the edges. Obviously in the middle of things you have to pin, but these are my kind of matching up little clips. So I've got 10 of those. I've got some really thick DMC pearl in a 310. That's the black, obviously. And then for my needles, because I'm doing some beading, I've got some beading needles in the back of there. And I've got some sashiko needles for stitching my piece of work. So they're going to fit in there rather lovely. And I've just got to try and organise this so that everything fits in. So let's stick that on the bottom. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, really. Put all those in there. Oh, inside there I've got some green thread as well. I've used all the little middles of these pearl cottons to slot in things that I can just to use a room, really. That one won't go in. I'm going to find a little space for that anywhere. So that's just going to go down there, maybe. That'll fit in there. All my diamante metallics will fit in these. And then have space for Kate's Aurifil selection to go in there as much as I possibly can. So I need to have room for that. And see, it is a jigsaw. It's an absolute jigsaw. Just about fits. Maybe that could lie that way. And then these just slot in wherever they will fit. And this, hopefully, will zip up, and it's just a handy little case for all my stitching. So that's my travel kit for my slow stitching. I'm not sure it'll keep me going for the time I'm away, but we never know. I might be really, really busy socialising, so who knows. But yeah, this is all going as well. I've got to find somewhere nice to put this. Anyway, while I've got you there, I wanted to do a shout out for a lovely company that I had to open this because my daughter made me open it. It was an early Mother's Day present, so she made me open it. So, and this is from Little Pink Goblin, illustrator, product designer, and maker of gifts for your inner child. Well, my inner child frequently comes out to play and loves it. And as I say, I don't want to grow up, so that's about just right for me. I do love kawaii stuff. I love stationery and stickers, and so Little Pink Goblin gets a thumbs up from me because these things, those are the socials for Little Pink Goblin. I'll just leave them on screen for a second. So what my daughter got me, which actually made me really smile, is, I don't know if you can see this, it's what we do in the shadows, and it's a house that all the vampires live in. So there's Guillermo up there, there's Colin Robinson, all the other characters are in there as well. It's one of those shaker things, and the thing I love about it, it's a charm, like key ring thing. It's got a bat charm to attach to your bag. I love this so much. And then the front is the front of the house, and you can kind of shake them around and you can see the characters in there. But yes, beautiful. I actually adore this. And so yeah, that clips onto your bag with that little strong clip there, which is really good. So loving that. Also, this one, Believe in Yourself, with a lot of cryptids on there. So we've got Mothman, a chupacabra, a jackalope. Not sure what that guy is there. He looks like some kind of flying goat. And then Yeti, of course. So Believe in Yourself sticker. So because I love cryptids so much, that was bought for me. This is a little card that was included, and I love this to bits. It's lots of little doggos with butterfly wings, and it's the thank you card from Little Pink Goblin. And this one was a surprise. This is a sticker of Guillermo flying through the air with his master. Glorious is that. It's just lovely. It was beautifully packed. Obviously, I have unpacked the whole thing. But yeah, if you're interested in anything like that, go and have a look at Little Pink Goblin's Instagram, and I believe it is an Etsy shop. Yeah, Etsy shop, and also they have Patreon as well. So I thought I'd leave you with that little selection of things. I hope you're all well. I am just about ready to travel. So yeah, That's going to be me for a while. So I will see you soon. I'm not sure where I'm going to position this video, so you'll either see more from me or you'll see more from me when I'm back. Either way, please give me your thumbs. So if you've enjoyed this, put your thumbs up and click the thumbs to like my video. And if you like a lot of the things that I do here and you want to stay around with us and join the Kooksters, then think about subscribing. That would be awesome. I will do a happy dance and life would be good. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.